What is up, guys, and welcome back to our Road to Glory Career Mode with Plymouth, episode number 10, and it is season 2. We've just finished season 1. Obviously we won the league back in League 2. We're now in League 1 and hoping to get promoted again and win the league so we can get to the Championship and the Premier League and so on. But anyway, obviously our board wanted us to win the league, which I will be trying to do, and I do think we will. And also we got 1.5 million as our budget, and also they wanted us to reach a certain round of the cup, which, you know, could be quite good really. Also, this was our short list. A few right backs, few goalkeepers, a lot of Man U players. Now, Man U have a lot of good youth players for my team anyway. But last season they did, but this season they've just gone up too much. You know, Rashford 74, that Fusa Mental guy 73, you know, Pereira 72. They're looking a bit too expensive, so I don't think I'll be able to get many of them. But anyway, the pre-season tournament, we actually decided to go into the Sweden one. Obviously, it had the most money, and plus I thought it had actually the worst teams out of them all, so I thought, why not go in for that one? And as well, the only player that we signed last season on a pre-contract deal was John Egan. He is 68 rated from Gillingham, so he will be coming in. But anyway, we also went in for another centre-back and one of the lower rated Man U youth players, Regan Poole, 18 years old, 68 rated. Can't go wrong with that. They only wanted 1.1 million for him. At first I went in for a loan and see if I could get the same as I did with Borthwick Jackson. You know, obviously I've got him on a loan for 2 years with an option to buy at the end. But you know, at the end of the day, a lot of the players that I've kind of done that with recently have said they don't want to relocate, meaning that they don't want to move. So it's a bit frustrating. I mean, obviously I went in for the loan at the start, but we'll see how that goes. Anyway, pre-season, obviously the Swedish competition, we won our first game 2-0, which was good. But we actually drew our second game 1-1, which, you know, a bit frustrating, but, you know, we are still top of the group. And as you see, these are just how my training is going on. You know, we've got Cole, who's now actually a 64 rate, so pretty good. And also, the players that would kind of, other teams were coming in for most, was Nicky Burns and also Ruben Reid. I mean, I wanted 1.8 million for both, but it just seemed teams weren't really happy with that and didn't really want to pay that much. But to be fair, I won't bother because I both like as players. They were both very important players last season to me. You know, Reid was top scorer in the league. Nicky Burns, you know, I think he's a very good player on this game. So I didn't really want to lose any of them, but if I did, it was going to be for a lot of money. But anyway, the first player we was going to sell was Ryan Lane. Well, we didn't really sell him, but, you know, we sent him on loan. He's just to St. Pat's, the Irish team. And, you know, this was the semi-final of the Cup, and we actually got through there. But anyway, as I was trying to bring in another centre-back, and as I've got quite a good bunch of centre-backs already, I sent Foster on loan to Fulham, and also I decided to bid for Regan Poole instead of getting him on loan. And as you see, we did bid a 750,000 bid for him, which I don't think he's bad, to be fair. I think that's a great deal. If I can get him in my team for a League 1 side, I think he'll be very good, and I think he'll grow very good as well. But anyway, this was the final of the European Cup. You know, every season I do play the final. I just don't see the point in playing the other games, really. It was against the Swedish team, IF Elfsborg. I don't know if you're saying that right. Swedish, you know, teams are a bit weird how you say them. But anyway, 9th minute, and we actually won a penalty. You know, we drove into the box, and we did get a shot away, but their player, you know, brought me down. Was it a pen? I don't really know. You know, it's debatable. I think in the end he did catch me, and he did kind of make my shot go off. So well done to Cole for getting the penalty. And obviously my penalty taker from last season and will be this season, Ruben Reid, he steps up, passes the ball past the goalkeeper, and we was so a good penalty from him. The goalkeeper didn't move, and you know, that's the main thing what you want. And also this was his 4th goal in this European competition, which is pretty sick as well. So well done to him. But anyway, the Swedish team was on the attack after this and pressuring me a bit. And as you see in the 15th minute here, they do quite a good bit of passive play, and they fire it past my goalkeeper. So you know, they went. You know, basically 6 minutes later, went down the other end and made it 1-1. The ginger guy. This guy also is now scored 5 goals in the competition. So, you know, you could say both teams deserve to be there because their goal scorers was kind of playing very good in this competition. And as you see, the guy's name, Lindeval, just You know, just go with it, guys. I just don't have a clue. Yeah, he made 1-1. And, you know, most of the chances in this game was actually goals. I think there was like 3 maybe altogether, which wasn't. And, you know, obviously half-time, that went into 1-1, which I was quite glad, really. You know, they were pressuring me a bit. But anyway, just after half-time, they hit the post there with that header. But in the end, he was called offside, which I was quite glad with because I thought he was going to follow up and score. But anyway, we get the ball here very cheaply in the 53rd minute. They do another fine passage of play. A player is behind our 4, and as you see, he fires it past our goalkeeper again and makes it 2-1. So obviously we're winning 1-0 very early on, and obviously it's kind of backfired, and now we've gone 2-1 down, which is quite annoying. Obviously I tried to tackle him with my centre back. It just, you know, he was caught into minds, and as you see, this Nielsen guy fires it past my goalkeeper and 1, which is frustrating because, you know, you're winning 1-0, you don't want to be 2-1 behind. I mean, I don't know what's going on. 63rd minute, Rooney, not Wayne Rooney, Adam Rooney, a 55 rated guy, quite young, ginger, just to put that out there, he made it 2-2. So a good goal really from us. You know, one ball from, I think it was actually Rojas who were brought on. You know, basically took about 3 defenders out of the game. Rooney did well to kind of hold off that defender near him and fire it past the goalkeeper because he ain't the best player. Like I said, he's only 55 rated. I didn't even, you know, play with him. I don't even want to play with him, to be fair, this season. But, you know, he's come off the bench and scored, which is the main thing. And then, late on, Rojas, take a bow. We make it 3-2. We get that important goal to hopefully win the competition. Ruben Reid running down the wing. Great play by him and great balling to Rojas at the back post. And he wasn't going to miss from there. The 6'9" rated centre mid. Great finish. You know, great sub to be fair because he set up the second goal and he scored the third goal, and also that's how it's ended really. He had one more chance, this Swedish team, but our goalkeeper kind of stood strong in the net and, you know, caught the ball, and in the end he kicks it out, and the main thing is win the competition. But the main thing is also, you know, to win the competition you get the most cash, and that will be important because, you know, 1.5 million I don't think was going to kind of buy me all the players and kind of, you know, get any new players in that I wanted. And now at the end of the competition I have around 3 point something mil, so, you know, just winning this competition helped me so much. And obviously we can start buying some good players now. But as you see, we picked up a few injuries in that match, which was a bit frustrating. Both players sprained their knee. Boateng and Nelson, quite important players in my team. Obviously hoping they will be back for the start of the season, but maybe not. But anyway, Man U do finally accept a bid for Regan Poole, 750,000. He obviously looks like he was on his way here. And also this Sergio Borges guy. Just thought I'd maybe sign him for 3.6k wage. You know, not bad signing really. Obviously, just going to be a squad rotation player just to fill in some gaps here and there. And as you see, obviously, yeah, it's our contract. And you know, we sign him, but the main thing is we actually do sign Regan Poole. You know, he's going to be he's going to be one of our main centre backs, I think, at the end of the season, because, you know, Nelson is 70 rated, and this guy I think is going to just pass that, you know, before Christmas probably. But yeah, another player that actually got a bid accepted, Elliot Hewitt. I went for him last season as well, but this season, you know, he's upgraded quite a lot, 66 rated now. I swapped him for Miller, and 650,000. Not a bad deal for me, I don't think, because his contract was running out at the end of the season, so I got him for even cheaper, which was quite good really. But anyway guys, hope you enjoyed the episode. If you have, please hit the like button, subscribe if you are new, and guys, I'll be seeing you later. Peace!